Hey everyone, so I have another Doctor Who episode review today, and this is episode 1 of series 3, which is of course Smith and Jones. Now this was the first time we got to see Martha. Not the first time we got to see Freema, because Freema Agyeman played her in Doomsday. I honestly can't remember her name because she wasn't really a central character, but she was in Doomsday as a small part. So it wasn't the first time we got to see Freema, but it was the first time we got to know Martha. And to recap, or in case you haven't seen this or you can't remember, in this episode the hospital has been just transported to the moon. And obviously nobody knows why, and the people in the hospital are worrying that they're going to run out of oxygen and things. And the doctor, as in David, is in this hospital, kind of on it as well, because it acts as a spacecraft almost. But he is in this hospital and he has to try and work out what's going on and how on earth they're there and why they're there. And he does that with the help of student Dr. Martha Jones. And they sort of team up to try and get on with things. But the doctor obviously has to be limited in what he's going to be telling Martha what he's doing, because can he reveal to her that this is all an alien thing? I mean, it's kind of obvious that's an alien thing if they're on the moon. But at the same time, he could always counter-erase that. But they get on really well, and you can see that there's a connection between them straight away. The fact that Martha is knowledgeable in the first place of this sort of thing, like the human body and things, kind of makes it a bit weird, because obviously Rose didn't have a clue about scientific things, Donna didn't have a clue about scientific things, Amy doesn't, but Martha did, and that obviously gave her an added effect, and the fact that she later on went on to Torchwood kind of made a bit of a benefit. So it's really good that Judoon themselves are kind of terrifying because they have their helmets, and then when they take off the helmets they look like vicious beastie rhinos, and it's like, ah! Yeah, so I really do like the Judoon. I think they're quite weird, because at one point they're quite nice. Like, it seems like they're just there to help people, but then they're going to kill people, so it's like I don't really know how I'm supposed to think of them. And I still don't really know if I love them or loathe them. Obviously I like the characters, but I don't know if I love to loathe them or if I just love them. My also favourite thing about this was Mrs. Finnegan, who drank the blood out of a straw. Ugh. But when I was checking her facts on IMDb, it turns out that she actually plays Ruth in Marchlands, the 2010 Ruth. So if you watch Marchlands, the 2010 Ruth is the same person who played Mrs. Finnegan. Mrs. Finnegan looks nothing like Ruth, or Anne Reid is the actress herself. So it's quite a big transformation she's gone through to be Mrs. Finnegan. But I do love her. It's a great setup for the rest of the series. A fantastic episode to start with. Really, the pilot episode of a new series always has to be spot on, otherwise, you know, it's going to down your hopes for the rest of it. But I think that this one is pretty perfect. Obviously by this point I was still grieving for Rose. Obviously we had the, sorry wait, yawn. And I'm sorry if I make you yawn at home when I did that. Obviously Doomsday, we just lost Rose. Then we had the Christmas episode, so that was kind of like, sorry, I was just focusing on Catherine in the Christmas episode, so I wasn't completely struck up on Rose. But this is the start of a new series, an entire whole series without Rose. And obviously I'll mention this as I go into more detail in the other episodes, but for like the first half of series 3, Rose was mentioned in every bloody episode. She was mentioned in this one as well, briefly. So it was kind of heartbreaking, but Martha is definitely a good companion for the Doctor. I'll hold my hand up. She's my least favourite companion for the Doctor. Sorry, I heard a noise downstairs. I kind of had to speak quietly in case it was somebody. Hope it's nobody breaking into my house. Yeah, but the Doctor does go well with Martha, but she's my least favourite companion out of them all, but it doesn't mean she is bad. Yeah, that's just sort of a brief overview. The episode aired on the 31st of March 2007, and is also coming up for March, so that means that it's time for Series 6 soon. Yay! Directed by Charles Palmer, written by Russell T Davies. Again, anything with Russell T Davies' name to it is going to be pretty perfect. But Series 6 has held up well as well. Series 5, sorry. But please feel free to leave comments, let me know your thoughts, whether it's Series 3 or this or the characters or whatever. I don't know why I'm doing that with my hand. Yeah. Any requests Doctor Who related, let me know. Any random requests also let me know. But that's it for just now, so I will see you next time. Bye!